All right, core and pelvic floor, how to strengthen them together because they work together. So you're laying on your back. I want you to take one of your hands and wrap it around your ribs. So that front and back, so you have a good idea and you can feel the front and the back when you breathe. And then the other hand is on your hip, right at your lower core. You're going to inhale and expand your rib cage, pressing into the ground with your back and letting that air kind of go down so you end up at the pelvic floor last, relaxing it. Then you're exhaling. So when you exhale, you're engaging your pelvic floor first. And I want you to think about squeezing it front to back. So stopping the flow of pee, acting like you're stopping it, trying to not fart, if you will, and engaging your vagina as well, really connecting it. Then you are going to go from there into your hips. So bringing your hips together and then exhaling all the way up, engaging your middle, then upper abs, and then exhaling, reversing it, getting all that air all the way down. So you're engaging the pelvic floor first, squeezing, engaging those lower TAs, middle TAs, and upper TAs. And then you are inhaling, gosh, I can't talk, all the way down. So that by the end of that move, by the end of the inhale, your pelvic floor is fully relaxed and glutes are not clenched. That's something you need to pay attention to as well for this movement. So your hand is on your rib cage, other hand is on your like lower abs, if you will, and just keep repeating this. Inhale again. That air starts at the top, expands through the rib cage, not into your upper shoulders or neck or anything like that. And it's inhaling all the way down. So you're engaging that diaphragm and working with that as you do it. And it's working those lower abs, letting them fully relax and your pelvic floor fully relax before you engage again and exhale all the way up. And when you exhale, it's totally fine to kind of round your pelvis a little bit, bring your ribs towards your hip bones, and kind of feel that to really get that true deep inner core engagement. And you're just repeating this for a few minutes right here, just going at your own pace and really being intentional about trying to feel these muscles work. And just keep at it, even if you don't feel it fully right now in the right places. Next, I want you to just kind of relax your neck, relax everything, and we're going to go into kind of breathing with a brace. So everything is going to get engaged. Think about bringing everything kind of together, thinking exhale. So you inhale first, and then I want you to do a good exhale. Engage that pelvic floor. Bring your hips together as you exhale, then go to the middle and then the top. And you're going to maintain. So when you inhale next, you're not fully releasing that brace. So you're keeping that contraction in your core and pelvic floor while doing like some half breaths, if you will. So you should be able to still breathe, but you're feeling that core engagement. You're feeling that intensity going into the ground through your back, and your pelvic floor is engaged as well. Now, if your pelvic floor does not stay on the whole time, it's okay. You can always relax and come back. But I want you to really focus on not feeling any doming, like how I have my hands on my core right now. Do that as well to make sure you don't feel any pressure, any doming while you're holding this. You want the contraction really kind of evenly distributed to where you're able to breathe, but you are not pressing. You don't have a dome. You don't have anything going forward. You are bringing everything together and back. You can place your hand on your ribs like you did initially just to feel the smaller breath while keeping that engagement. And just remember the pelvic floor, you're bringing front to back with that. So think about stopping the flow of urine, stopping poop, if you will, and really squeezing your vagina together, all together. And you're maintaining that while keeping that tension in your core as well. So when you exhale during these smaller breaths, try to engage a little more, maybe round, bring those ribs and hips towards one another a little bit more. You should be at about 80% of intensity right now. So just not going to max effort, but each time you exhale, engaging a little bit more. And again, if you lose that connection, just relax and start again. Totally fine, especially when you're first starting this, to not be able to maintain this endurance hold like we're doing. but something to work up towards, because this is going to help you when you work out, because you want to keep that pelvic floor and core engaged with all of that. So just keep doing this. You can do it for a minute or two on your own. You can do it whenever. And then roll to your side when you're done, as always, and sit up.